If you can see it, you can be it. This insightful quote from Elizabeth Marvel has current relevance as our society considers how to help people to see themselves in clubs, sports, programs, and careers that were once exclusive to people of a certain gender, race, or place in society. It relates to business development as well, because without seeing the day-to-day workings of an independent business owner, youth may simply not consider small business careers. Business ownership was once reserved for an experienced worker who, after years of working for someone else, was ready to use their skill and reputation to start a business of their own. Today, we see a rise in youth entrepreneurs. With fewer responsibilities and financial obligations, youth have the freedom to take risks and explore their creative ideas. Youth can experience being an entrepreneur by participating in a Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge event in their community, sponsored by the Kansas Center for Entrepreneurship, also known as Network Kansas. The contest helps youth in middle and high school to experience aspects of starting a business by preparing a business plan, a 4-minute pitch to a panel of judges, and developing a trade show booth. The annual competition brings local winners to K-State each spring to compete at the statewide Kansas Entrepreneurship Challenge. Bailey Henry is a senior project manager with Network Kansas and coordinates the annual contest. We asked her what the advantage is for youth to try on a business venture at a young age.
By trying on business ideas and entrepreneurship at a young age, students are able to fail fast and fail early if they find an idea that they don't like, or an idea that works really well. They're able to grow it, they're able to try it on, and mentors and adults are really, they enjoy helping youth. It's always exciting to feed back into the youth, especially the amazing youth in Kansas that we have. Some students will have conceptual business ideas or existing ideas, their lawn mowing business that they've been doing for a while, or their bakery, or some students are planning to open a downtown restaurant or a trampoline park. The students' creativity and ideas are always really, really inspiring. And if you kind of let them shoot for the moon, they'll always land amongst the stars. Many businesses, when they start, they tend to have an exit plan, whether that be through selling, through succession planning, through growing that business. There's always tends to be an exit plan. And so I think by leaning into the youth, we can teach them from our errors and lead them to an even brighter future.
Let's hear about how some of these youth businesses got their start.
So in 2020, when we all got sent home from COVID, I asked my dad if it was okay if I could go knock on some neighborhood lawns. And I came back to tell him I had 5 lawns. And from there, I got about 5 customers doing that. And then I used this Toro push mower and saved up some money. And then I asked one of my grandma's friends if I could buy her riding lawnmower from her for $200. And from there, it's grown to where I bought 2 commercial stand-on lawnmowers that have opened me up to new markets and made me much more efficient. And I just got the idea from the extra time I got from the pandemic.
At the time, I was 13 years old, and obviously we were in the middle of a pandemic, and there was no other way that I could get a job or fundraise that money. So I kind of turned my hobby into an actual business. So that's how I was able to fundraise for it, hence the name Beachbound Creations, and I make wire-up crystal jewelry, all with the intent of being eco-friendly.
So lots of students at my school liked my cookies, which I'd been making for parties and stuff, and they suggested that I should sell it. And so now I've got cakes, cookies, edible cookie dough, cupcakes, and half-pound cookies.
I would always just work with my uncle at the farmer's market with his business, Smokin' H's meats, and I saw that there were no drink vendors at the farmer's market, so I asked my parents if I could create one there, and they said yes. We started at the farmer's market, and we just grew from there. I started pitching in adult pitches because I couldn't really pitch in youth pitches because they were usually through middle school, through high school, and at the time I wasn't in 6th grade or middle school. I was still in elementary, so I was pitching with adults about 3 times, and I'd say I'm pretty experienced. I've done 3 pitches so far with adults.
My name's Gabby Pools. I'm a sophomore at Phillipsburg High School, and my business is called Chargelet. It's basically a charger that you can always wear with you on your wrist, just as I'm wearing a prototype right now. And I just came up with the idea by seeing this problem and just trying to really just make it into some solution somehow.
One day at the Wabunsee County Fair, I was walking around. I had $10 in my pocket. And I saw this young woman selling freshies. I bought a cowhead one in the cowboy britches set. I brought it over to my mom, and we both decided it'd be a great idea to start making them since we were stuck at home during COVID. I sold 10 on Facebook within the first hour, and then I was hooked.
I started my business back in 2021, just pushing a push mower around the neighborhood. I had a neighbor that asked if I wanted to mow their yard, and I really enjoyed it. And I realized it was a good way to make money. So one of my neighbors, he's been a big mentor of mine. He let me borrow his nice commercial mower that he had. If I did his yard for free, I could use it for the rest of my yards. So over the last couple of years, I've used it to buy a truck, a trailer, and now I have a second commercial mower, and I'm up to about 30 yards per week right now, and I'm getting a lot more into landscaping this year. So I'm hoping to take my business full time after high school, and I really enjoy what I do. It's a lot of fun, and I've learned a lot and met a lot of good people through it.
It is often said that the youth are our future, but more specifically, they are the future for every community. The rise of youth entrepreneurship has the potential to reshape communities, bringing fresh perspectives and adding to the local economy.
The students always impress me. The day of is always such an inspiring day, walking through, seeing all their trade shows, learning about their business stories. Some students, I remember when you go and meet them, you would think that they're, in their first year of business and they're 12. I mean, some of them have been doing this since they were 8, since they were 10. They're inspiring, and I think those young minds that are always looking and looking for something to innovate and excel in, those are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. And so I think by continuing to encourage that entrepreneurial spirit and that entrepreneurial mindset, I think we're continuing to set up the youth for success in future years.
Our investment in their success starts now, helping youth develop an entrepreneurial mindset and showing them what can be. In essence, communities are growing their future business leaders. Those successful ventures may fill the need for retail businesses, technology, or trade services that we see lacking in our communities today, but also bring careers we have not yet imagined.
The competition is just really helping me to see a lot of business opportunities. It really just puts into perspective, if there's a problem or if you have an idea, anything is possible. You can come up with a solution to anything in so many creative ways, and it just really brings a lot of new ideas to the table.